Thank you. Oi, Brazil!
Barry, I hear your love for The Lion King goes way back. So can you share what this franchise means to you and how it has impacted you personally?
Yeah, as a teenager, I was helping my sister, who was a single mother, raise my two nephews. And so I would be watching them, I would be babysitting, and you try to find a movie for them to watch. And so I'd go through all these VHS tapes, and The Lion King was the very first one I put on that they wanted to watch over and over and over and over again. And I started watching it with them, and I realized I loved it as much as they did.
Great. And so, what was it like to take on the story of one of the greatest Disney characters of all time, Barry?
It was wonderful to take on the story of Mufasa. Mufasa is this perfect character. He's a great king. And for 25, 30 years, people have lived with this idea of him as being born into royalty, being born special, being born in the palace. I'm from a place that in the US you would call the favela of America. And I've always identified with characters who come from a place like that, but can still reach greatness. And so I felt like myself in the story of Mufasa that we're telling, they were aligned.
Great. Now,
And we know that Mufasa, the Lion King, carries the legacy of the Lion King. But this time features all new songs. This time by the incredibly talented Lin-Manuel Miranda.
wow! The one and only.
We love him. So what can you tell us about the music in this movie and how it elevates the story?
Yeah, I've never made a musical, and so when Lin came onto the film, you know, he's done Moana, he's done Hamilton, like all these really amazing films. Yes. I said to him, you know, you tell me, where do you see music in the movie? And we also discussed Lebo M, who is the voice of Lion King. He sings the opening song in all the films, of making the voice of Africa very important and integral to the film. So Lin really understood that, and we brought Lebo from South Africa, we brought a choir from South Africa. He brought all this energy that he brings to all his other work to The Lion King.
Gotcha. And finally, Barry, what are you most excited for the D23 Brazil fans to see when Mufasa finally comes to theaters next month?
Yeah, you know, I love Disney fans, and I also love the passion of Brazilian Disney fans. And I know how much this character and his story means to all of you. So I knew I had to bring you guys something extra special. And so you are the very first audience that is going to see the newest trailer for Mufasa the Lion King. No one else has seen it. No one in the US, no one in Mexico, no one else. You were the first ones to see it. And I also can't wait for you to see the film next month, but until then, please enjoy the trailer for Mufasa the Lion King, and keep your ears peeled for a sneak peek at some of the new music from the film. Thank you, D23.